the Ben Ish Chai brings down. They had a magician that bought 5 eggs from a vendor. On the spot, he takes the 5 eggs, cracks one, opens it, there's a crazy gem inside worth millions of dollars. Takes another one, cracks it open, another diamond. 5 out of 5, all these eggs have diamonds. And this magician is like, I can't believe I sold him these eggs, and these eggs for pennies, and it's worth millions. So the vendor is like, you know what? I have about 100 eggs at home. Let me pack everything, go home. I'll crack it open, take all the diamonds for myself. He cracks open one after another. There's not a single diamond in every single one, and any one of them. They're all just egg yolks. And he's like, what's going on over here? This vendor not only lost on the sale of the eggs, he lost here and he lost there. He lost in his eggs and he didn't gain anything afterwards from finding any treasure. And this is how you have many people live their life. They don't have this world and they don't have the next world. Nishta here, nishta hain. They don't have this and they don't have that. They focus on fake things. They focus on things that are not true, that they don't mean anything, and they convince themselves that this is the righteous thing and this is what we need to go on. This is what we need to, we need to focus on. At the end of the day, after 120, they realized they wasted their life. They focused on things that were not important, and they gave precedence to things that were not important, and they put things that were important down to the wayside. Because unfortunately, they lived the life of a lie. So the question that we have to ask, I'm going to shortly finish: how do we avoid living a lie? We see it all around us, from people that, from the lefty world, from the Islamic world, how they live a lie and they look at the reality and in their mind it's true. How do we avoid it? That maybe the way that we sing, maybe our view is false. Maybe we're living in a lie. How do we avoid this surprise discovery of living in a lie? It all begins, explains Rabbi Fran, by speaking the truth. If we're careful in the words that we speak, if we speak only the truth, we're able to recognize the truth. If we start rationalizing the falsehoods here and the sheker over here, then truth and falsehood start blurring in our minds. And we can no longer differentiate from the truth. Everything is focused and based on the truth. The Torah is based on the truth. Bereshis bara Elokim. You take the last letters, Bereshis, a taf, bara, aleph, Elokim, a mem, it spells emes. The Torah stands on truth. And that's why the letters, aleph, mem, taf, tes, they all have a solid foundation. They all have 2 legs that they stand on, or at least 2 legs that they stand on. Sheker is falsehood. All stands on a point, like a shin has a point, a resh has a point, a kuf has a point. They all have only a point, meaning that falsehood is truth stands on a strong foundation. How are you going to live your life? Are you going to live your life through falsehood, or are you going to live your life through truth? The way that you are going to make sure that you don't go and fall into the prey of living a lie is you have to make sure that everything they do is truthful. If you are very truthful, you're going to start saying things in a truthful